Hi, it's Liam at Tone. I thought I'd explain a little bit about the power of a blog and what it can potentially do to your otherwise kind of static website. So what I've got here is a bit of a diagram as to how you're probably achieving your website traffic at the moment. So you've either got search, and depending on how well you're performing on the search engines, that might be a bit more of a trickle, but it's a route nonetheless. So even at the very least, if it's searches for your company name, chances are you're going to be found regardless of what you've done or not done on the site. Then you've got referring sites. So again, maybe you're on business directories, yellow pages, things like that. That's a referring site, bringing people right into your website. And then direct visitors, so people actually typing in www.url. whatever, right into the site. And then the goal of the website might be inquiries, might be sales, might be telephone calls, any of those things. Hopefully, combined, these visitors will actually carry out whatever you want them to carry out on your website. And again, there's lots of things you can do to strengthen each one of these. And I'll go into that in a lot more detail in other videos. But just to explain how powerful a blog can potentially be. So that's the way your site is working right now. It's probably plodding along, it's okay. So if you then threw a blog into the equation, then what you've got is lots of content going out. Whereas before, you've probably got content on your website and it might not have changed for a year, 2 years. So what happens is Google will arrive at your website and it'll say, right, read all this content. Right, it's the same as it was last time, so it will decrease the frequency in which it comes to visit, which isn't good for anybody really, because it means that you're not going to really push on in Google search without a regular crawl. And the only way you get regular crawl is by constantly putting out new content, so that Google says, right, this person's put out new content, let's go and read it, and that's the way it works. So, but a byproduct of that is that the content that you're creating on the blog will actually start to rank in Google search. So if you're writing blog posts and producing great content that's really relevant to your market, then you're going to get traffic right into there. And of course, because that's bolted onto your site anyway, that's going to be channeled straight through to your website, and hopefully you'll get more goals as a result. But as a byproduct of that further, so referring sites, you might get another blog that says, I saw this great post on this person's blog here with a link. Again, straight through to here, and hopefully more goals. Direct traffic, again, people might have read this stuff, gone away, and on the basis that you've given them some great quality content, they might say, all right, well, what was that address again? So again, more strength that way. Referring sites, again, you might get direct referring visits from these other sites, you know, so if you've got a blogger linking to your blog post, they might also link to your website, and if they do, straight in there again. If the blog builds up credibility in its own right, then any links pointing from that into your own website, so let's say you're talking about a particular product or service, or market news around that, so it might be commentary on latest EU legislation on something or other that says, we also do this, which might be legal contracts or whatever. You've got a nice link from your blog post going into your website, to your particular service page for that. This will strengthen that particular page and then make Google pay more attention to it. So again, potentially, you're increasing the amount of search going directly into your website. And of course, I've got these two different, but essentially they're going to be the same thing. So you're increasing the size of your website. Then you've got social factors. So people on social media, Twitter, Facebook, things like that, might say, oh, I read this great post on this website, with a link straight through to your blog. The blog, again, is part of your website now, and it's going to help you achieve the goals that you want to achieve on the website. So that's it. I've ended up quite a messy diagram, I think you'll agree, but an effective one nonetheless. So hopefully that gives you a little bit, at least of a glimpse of what a blog can do for you, and with a bit of strategy, a bit of management behind it, a blog can be a really, really, really powerful tool. So that's about all for now. We have a blog management service. Again, if you want more information on that, just hit the big yellow button or give us a call, and we'll take it from there. Thanks for watching. Speak soon.